Can 20 chickens actually make you real money every single month? Or is it just a small hobby that barely covers its own costs? This is one of the most common questions people ask when they think about starting backyard chicken farming. Some people imagine collecting baskets full of eggs and making easy money, while others believe it's not worth the effort at all. The truth is, somewhere in the middle, and in this video, you're going to understand exactly how it works in real life, using simple numbers, realistic expectations, and beginner-friendly explanations. Imagine waking up in the morning, stepping outside into your backyard, and collecting fresh eggs that your own chickens laid just a few hours ago. Not only does that feel satisfying, but it also has real value. Fresh eggs are in high demand, especially in places like the United States, where people are becoming more health conscious and prefer organic, free-range food over store-bought options. This growing demand is exactly why small-scale chicken farming has become so popular in recent years. Let's start with the most important part, which is egg production. A healthy laying hen does not lay eggs every single day, but on average, most chickens produce around 4 to 6 eggs per week. Some breeds produce more, some slightly less, but this is a realistic number you can expect as a beginner. Now, if you have 20 chickens, you can expect somewhere between 80 to 120 eggs per week. That might not sound like a lot at first, but when you convert it into dozens, it becomes much clearer. That's roughly 12 to 18 dozen eggs every week. Now, think about that for a second. Every week, you are producing a consistent supply of fresh eggs without needing a big farm or expensive equipment. Over a month, this becomes around 50 to 70 dozen eggs. This is the foundation of your income, and everything else builds on top of this. The next step is understanding how much these eggs are worth. In the United States, the price of eggs can vary depending on quality, location, and how you market them. Store-bought eggs are usually cheaper, but farm-fresh eggs are considered premium. People are willing to pay more for eggs that come from healthy chickens raised in natural conditions. On average, farm-fresh eggs can sell for around $4 per dozen on the lower end, and up to $8 per dozen or even more if they are organic or free-range. So let's do some simple math. If you're selling 12 dozen eggs per week at $4 per dozen, that gives you $48 per week. On the higher end, if you're selling 18 dozen eggs at $8 per dozen, that gives you $144 per week. Now multiply that over a month, and you are looking at anywhere between $200 on the low side and up to $600 or more on the high side. And this is only from eggs. Most beginners don't realize that chickens can generate income in multiple ways. For example, if you decide to hatch some of your eggs, you can sell baby chicks. Depending on the breed and your local market, a single chick can sell for anywhere between $3 to $10. If you hatch and sell just a small number of chicks each month, that can easily add an extra $50 to $100 to your income. You can also sell fully grown chickens. Some people are looking to start their own backyard farms and prefer buying ready-to-lay hens instead of raising chicks from scratch. Additionally, chicken manure is a valuable natural fertilizer. Gardeners and small farmers are often willing to pay for it because it helps improve soil quality. These extra income streams may seem small individually, but together they can significantly increase your total earnings. However, it's very important to be realistic and talk about expenses as well. The biggest cost in chicken farming is feed. Chickens need a balanced diet to stay healthy and continue laying eggs regularly. For 20 chickens, you can expect to spend around $100 to $200 per month on feed, depending on prices in your area and whether you supplement their diet with kitchen scraps or allow them to free range. There are also smaller costs like water, basic health care, and occasional maintenance of the coop. You don't need anything fancy, but you do need to keep the environment clean and safe. On average, if you combine all these costs, your monthly expenses will likely be around $150. Now comes the most important question, which is profit. If you are earning around $300 per month from egg sales and spending $150 on expenses, your profit is about $150. If you're doing things more efficiently, selling at higher prices, or adding extra income from chicks or manure, your total income could reach $500 or $600 per month. And after expenses, your profit could be anywhere between $300 to $400. So realistically, 20 chickens can make you around $100 to $400 per month in profit. It's not a huge business, but it is a steady and reliable source of extra income. And for many people, that's exactly what they are looking for. Now, you might be wondering, is it really worth it? The answer depends on your goals. If you are expecting to become rich quickly, then no, chicken farming at this scale is not going to do that. But if you want a simple side income, fresh organic food, and a small business that you can manage from home, then it is absolutely worth considering. There are also ways to increase your profit if you decide to take things more seriously. One of the easiest ways is to focus on quality. If you market your eggs as organic or free range and build trust with local customers, you can charge higher prices. Packaging also matters. Clean, well-presented eggs in nice cartons can make a big difference in how people perceive your product. Another important factor is building a small customer base. Instead of relying on random buyers, try to find regular customers who buy from you every week. This creates a stable income and reduces uncertainty. Some people even offer home delivery, which adds extra convenience and allows them to charge a premium price. As you gain experience, you can also scale your operation. Starting with 20 chickens is a great idea because it's manageable and low risk. But once you understand the basics, you can gradually increase to 50 or even 100 chickens, which can significantly increase your income. At the same time, it's important to avoid common mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is overfeeding their chickens, which increases costs without improving production. Another mistake is poor coop design, which can lead to stress, bimari, or even loss of chickens due to predators. You also need to price your eggs correctly. Selling too cheap might help you sell faster, but it reduces your profit and makes your effort less worthwhile. Consistency is another key factor. Chickens need daily care, even if it's just a short amount of time. If you're consistent with feeding, cleaning, and monitoring their health, your chickens will stay productive and your income will remain stable. At the end of the day, raising 20 chickens is not just about money, it's also about lifestyle. It's about being a little more independent, producing your own food, and connecting with a simpler way of living. For many people, that feeling is just as valuable as the income itself. So, how much money can 20 chickens make? The honest answer is this. They won't make you rich, but they can provide a steady, reliable side income every single month. And if you manage things smartly, focus on quality, and grow over time, that small beginning can turn into something much bigger. Now the question is, would you try it for yourself?